Hey, welcome back, guys. So in this module, I want to take some time to dissect and unpack three different terms or phrases that we have been using throughout this course and that you likely have heard elsewhere as well. These phrases can have similar and sometimes overlapping definitions, and so I want to make sure that you and I are aligned with how we think about them for the context of this course. So the first phrase is just lifecycle marketing in general. I think of lifecycle marketing as a strategy. It's an approach for how you think about your business. And at a more granular level, the lifecycle marketing framework is a tool. So lifecycle marketing as a theory is a high-level way of thinking about your business, and the lifecycle marketing framework is then a more specific tool that you can use to organize and analyze the reality of your business and to spot areas that might need your attention or are due for an update, or maybe that got missed entirely. Now, the goal of using the lifecycle marketing framework is to produce customer journeys. And customer journeys are really just the pathway that takes a lead or prospect from point A to point B. And that could be from anonymous website visitor to becoming a paying customer. But it also could be from becoming a paying customer to becoming a lifetime member, or becoming a paying customer to becoming a raving fan, right? So customer journeys are not unique to a specific segment of your lifecycle marketing framework. They actually exist throughout the entire 9 stages. And sometimes they are the thing that ties those stages together. So that's how I describe customer journeys. Now, your business, if you only have one core offering and there's only one way for people to get there and there's only one way to fulfill on it, then you might have a singular customer journey and it might be linear. But the reality is most businesses don't work that way, especially if you have multiple products or you have multiple ways for people to opt in and get to that product. A lot of people have journeys that intersect at different points and consolidate down, or that diverge at different points. So if you have a point of purchase, but then 2 different experiences can happen on the fulfillment side depending on what you know about that person or where in the world they live. You might have journeys that diverge or converge, and that's fine. That's actually the goal in many cases, is to create hyper-specific segments of the journey that are unique to what you know about that person. Now, journeys in general, if you take like the aggregate of all of the journeys in your business, produce your customer experience. And I think of customer experience, which is the third term here, as just the collective sum of what is created for your customers from the product of your journeys. So journeys are what you craft. It's the actual pathways, it's the emails, the experience that you're designing internally, and then customer experience is that it's what it creates for your customers who go through that, right? And that's where I talk about some overlap, right? Because journeys and customer experience, they're 2 sides of the same coin in many cases. The journey is what you craft, and the customer experience is then what happens as a result to them. And I want to be clear that these aren't just buzz terms. These are fundamental and irrefutable truths for every business. Your customer experience, it's already happening. It's not something that you go flip on. And when we talk about, designing customer journeys, they're already there. It's just a matter of making them intentional. Because if you have had customers, then they had a journey. And if you have had customers who had a journey, then they had a customer experience. And so the reality is lifecycle marketing isn't changing anything in your business. It's not this new strategy that takes the place of something. It's really just a different way of organizing and prioritizing and getting deliberate about how we want those journeys to look and the experience we want those journeys to create for our customers. And this is why I think this matters. If you look at an individual tactic or an individual lead capture strategy, right? If you look at hey, somebody's going to sign up here on this landing page for a free trial of my course, and then they're going to get the free trial of that course. And then after the free trial, we want them to purchase the course. And after they purchase the course, we want them to get access to the course. And then maybe, a couple of months after access, there is a survey. And based on what they say there, we guide them towards the next product. If you look at those milestones, the opt-in, the free trial, the purchase, the delivery, and then the survey, it might be tempting to look at that and think, hey, that's pretty good. we've got these different touch points, we've got these milestones, and maybe there's even some automation used in between. But it's not until you line it up with the lifecycle marketing framework that you realize, hey, we only have a week's worth of follow-up in that free trial. And sometimes it takes people a month to make a decision to buy that course. And so we need to extend the follow-up in between the free trial and the purchase to account for people who may otherwise have slipped between the cracks. Or you might look at the fulfillment play and say, hey, we are technically giving them their access, they're getting what they purchased, but it's really just a bare bones experience, and maybe there's an opportunity there for us to level up, to be a little bit more intentional about what we create for them, so that there's an impress factor that makes them feel really confident that their purchase was wise, and it also could invite them to tell other people about it because their experience was that much better. So it's really only once you use the lifecycle marketing framework against your existing strategies that you can reveal either the gaps that you may have omitted entirely, or the areas that just need a little bit more love, where you could do a better job of creating a more intentional experience for your customers in that stage. So this lifecycle marketing framework, like I said, it's not taking the place of the things you're already doing. It's not an extra set of responsibilities that you need to wear. It's simply a different way of thinking about the things you are already doing, and hopefully creating more calm, organized, predictable growth as a result of the easier prioritization and the lens that allows you to see your business slightly differently. All right, so just to recap here, lifecycle marketing is a strategy. It's a high-level theory for how you look at your business. The lifecycle marketing framework itself is the tool. It's the way that you prioritize and organize the things that are already happening in your business, or choose where to allocate your effort or your resources. Customer journey or customer journeys are the different pathways throughout your business. It's what takes a customer or prospect from one point to another. And yes, they can converge and they can diverge, and that's fine. But when you are crafting individual journeys, you want to make sure that you have a plan for where they're going to connect back into the main pathway, or where they're going to branch off strategically to create a segmented or more niche experience for different people. And then the customer experience at large is the aggregate sum of all of those journeys. It's what is created for your leads, prospects, and customers. It's what they feel and what they walk away knowing or having experienced as it pertains to their relationship with your brand. It's what's created by those journeys. All right, so I wanted to be clear about those three terms because I know we use them casually throughout this course, and so if there was any uncertainty or any ambiguity, hopefully this has cleared it up for you. If you have questions about them, or you have your own definition or a way that you think about them that has been helpful for you, please feel free to drop it in the comments below. But you can mark this module as complete, and we will see you in the next video.